We're back.
We're back. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy 2024. 2024.
Nice.
These past few weeks, we have been in our hometown of Houston, Texas, enjoying the holidays with our friends and family. And while we're here, we thought it would be a great mission to try to find some of the best Salvadoran food in Houston. So we're going to see how it compares to the dishes that we've tried along the way during our travels. But to make things a little more interesting, we decided to invite a guest star, a famous drummer. Hello!
Hey. Here we go.
¿Estás listo?
See.
So, if you didn't know Aaron already, if you're not a true fan and haven't watched all of our videos, this is Aaron.
Hello, I'm in, the first episode? Guadalupe Mountains, Big Bend.
London, where we saw him on tour. So, famous drummer, like we said.
Just drummer.
Famous.
No fame involved.
So for those who don't know, Houston has a large and vibrant Salvadoran community, which is one of the big reasons why we wanted to travel to the country in the first place. So before going, we talked with some of our Salvadoran connections that we have here in town, got really excited, and then decided to go. But that being said, since there is such a big community here, there are a number of restaurants to explore. So it's pretty fascinating to see the size and scale of the El Salvador's influence here in Texas, and we're excited to show you a little bit of it. The Salvadoran community in Houston, like many other parts of the United States, has grown over the years due to various factors, the biggest being El Salvador's Civil War that lasted from 1979 to 1992. During this time, as well as the violence and economic hardships in the decades to follow, many Salvadorians left to seek refuge in other countries. Houston, being a major city in the United States with a diverse and growing population, attracted a significant number of Salvadoran immigrants. Over the years, the Salvadoran community in Houston has continued to grow and establish itself, contributing to the cultural and economic fabric of the city. Today, many Salvadorans in Houston are a part of a vibrant and diverse community, and Salvadoran food is plentiful. What do you know about El Salvador food?
Nothing really.
Okay, well, have you heard of a pupusa?
Yes, I don't know what it is, but I've heard of it.
You will learn.
I'm like the least picky eater
Perfect.
of anyone.
Although, there's no reason to be picky. It's really good, so.
Everything's pretty much good. Only 9 minutes away. Are you excited?
Extremely. I haven't had a pupusa in 2 months. It's too long.
All right, first stop, pupusas.
Let's do it.
And not only is this just a regular pupusa, it's a super pupusa.
Super.
I picked the right place.
Not good.
Are you ready?
Nope.
Para acá, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Sí, para acá. ¿Va a hacer una sola cuenta o separada? Y es la primera vez él va a comer pupusas. Sí,
Sí.
la primera vez. Ok, me gustaría.
4, 5 y 7.
Muy bien.
Su español es muy bueno.
Okay, so we got our usuals. That's what we really like. What did you get to drink?
I got a Jamaica, which I don't know if it's from El Salvador or from Guatemala or if it's like a Hispanic style drink. I think it's just because we got it in Panama as well.
Oh, it's Jamaican, sorry.
Oh, it is Jamaican. Oh my gosh.
But anyways, we're very excited to get some pupusas and just try them here. And it's always fun to use Spanish again. We miss it.
Should we eat them with a fork and knife?
No, my gosh, stop.
Apparently that's like a sin. You gotta eat it like a taco. So you put.
Wait.
Also, one of the great things is we're the only people in here, which I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of nervous about. But I think pupusas are more of a later thing.
Past 4 p.m., I believe.
But this place had fantastic reviews as well. So that's one of the reasons why we came here. There's not a few, there's tons of other restaurants, pupuserias, like around this area and just in this area as well. And then they have a ton out in the eastern part of Houston, out in Pasadena. I mean, they have them everywhere. So it's crazy.
That's why we're gonna do every single restaurant today. I would explode.
Yum.
Riquísimo. All right. How do you think you eat these?
Pick it up. I'm assuming. Dip in here.
So we're not pros at this at all because somos gringos. But this is curtido, so it's like a cabbage. And then this is the spicy sauce, which actually, I don't know how spicy it is. So you usually like pour it in a little bit, like mix it up. Take this pupusa, rip it, and then pick it up, like pinch it, and then eat it. Kind of like this, like get a pinch, and then go for it.
It is, yes. It's funny that you say that, because I will say every time we've ordered pupusas, they don't let them cool down, they just throw them right at you. So you have to let them.
And if you don't have self-control, like some people.
Let's see if I can get it in.
That's better.
This is probably gonna burn. This is hot.
First bite. What do you think?
Delicious.
So I got a bean and cheese, frijol y queso, and revueltas. Anyway, we got some good ones, we got some traditional ones. And they did say this was a little spicy salsa, so I'm hoping that it's not too spicy. They said it wasn't. But if anything, the spicy curtido and the spicy salsa is the best combo. So I'm ready to dig in. So we didn't realize, but we forgot to tell you what a pupusa actually is. If you don't know, it's essentially what you could imagine as a corn tortilla, which I know it's not that, but it's made from corn and it kind of looks like a tortilla, but they fill the insides of it with beans, cheese, chicharron, jalapenos. They basically fill it up with anything. I'm excited. I don't know which one's which, but I just love these because like when they're fresh off the grill or the griddle, the queso's really gooey and cheesy. And like, just look at this. And you can just eat it all with your hands. It's easy to eat, just exquisite. Fantastic.
Juicy.
Juicy. Jalapeno y queso. Is it spicy? No.
Not really. Speaking of which, I ain't had more of this.
Just a great start. There's just nothing better than two pupusas. Something about that I noticed when we were in El Salvador, a lot of them were very, very greasy, which is fine. But these were like perfect. There was not a lot of grease, which a pupusa is never perfect.
They're also never not perfect.
They're ever never, yeah.
They're never bad.
They're never bad. So you just can't beat them. Cannot beat them. Super. Okay, so you might think that we're done. We are not done. We have one more place for y'all. And now, we were just gonna do this video about pupusas, but we realized
I was against it.
Okay, but we realized that maybe we could do a little bit more. Right now, we are going to a place that was actually recommended by Roberto Flores. And thank you so much, Roberto, for recommending this place. And we are going to La Unión, which is supposed to be a really, really good Salvadoran restaurant around here and around this area as well. We're gonna go try some little dishes, maybe a few things that you'll recognize that we've tried before, but I'm really excited.
Vamos!
We made it to La Unión. This one was recommended again by Roberto, but here I really want to try some sides, and I also really want to try yuca con chicharron. Hola, buenas. Se pedir una orden de yuca con chicharrón.
Plátanos
fritos, ¿no? Okay.
Con crema.
Y
Sí, solo eso, vamos a probar. So for this, since I'm actually quite full, but the guys can still eat, we decided to do like little plates. So we got yuca con chicharrón, plátanos con crema, y frijoles. I'm so excited about that one. And most importantly, tamales de elote. So many people recommended that dish for us when we were in El Salvador. And then after I found them, I fell in love and was never able to find them again. So we haven't had them since we went to Planes y Renderos. I'm excited to try that dish again. So this should be good and this should top it off, and I'd love to explore more food, but unfortunately, I'm only human. But luckily for us, there's so many good restaurants in Houston to keep trying.
we might just turn this into a food channel.
You
So I say we start here and then work our way to sweet. Probably here, there, and then this looks different than the ones we've had, huh?
It does, but also not at the same time. The ones we had in El Salvador, the pieces of chicharron were a lot smaller, but the yuca looks similar. But I'm really excited. I love yuca because it's basically like a French fry, but it's really interesting because in Central America and Latin American countries, they use yuca. They use yuca in a ton of dishes. Essentially, you can basically do anything with it. You could fry it, bake with it, mash it up. I'm pretty sure this comes from Brazil and Paraguay, but it comes from the like an indigenous peoples, and it basically just spread throughout the Americas because it's drought resistant.
Take a bite.
Is it similar to a potato?
What is this supposed to be used with?
That is supposed to be used with this.
Oh, okay.
But if you want your chicharron and crema, you might be onto something, no?
But this chicharron is so good. It's a little too crispy for my liking, but the taste is it's awesome. Well, this looks right off the bat very different, but
We'll try it.
it smells absolutely fantastic. So I'm still really excited to try it. This one looks very corny, if I do say so myself.
Perfect for you.
I didn't enjoy the joke.
Okay, what do you think about this cream? What do you think it's gonna taste like?
I don't know. I will know after one bite.
Oh, you went in with the tamale cream.
It almost, in a way, has like a hint of like what you'd kind of taste in cornbread. Like, but in a totally different substance and texture and form. It's like cornbread's distant cousin.
It is. That's why it's so good. If I had to like put what this is in like the plainest English terms, like if I was a translator, I would say tamale made of creamed corn. Creamed corn tamale. That's what I would translate as, because that's what it tastes like.
That's a good comparison right there. Because you could take like a real white person creamed corn dish. Like Aaron said, a distant cousin.
Yeah, a southern grandma would eat this up. Last but not least, I could eat those every single day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whoa, in the beans. This guy's going crazy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
These are apparently an excellent source of fiber.
Which is why I don't think people eat more than like 3 on a plate.
Yeah, but they gave us like a little too many.
It's for the group.
Well, might be making a few stops on the way home.
Okay, cut. So, a plátano frito is the most sensational fried plantain in your life. Crispy on the outside, gushy, sweet on the inside. I did give up sweets this month, but this doesn't count because it is a fruit. It's naturally sweet and may have sugar in it, but I don't care. Dipped in some cream. The cream also is not sweet, but it balances perfectly with the plantain. It's also one of my favorite foods in the world. It has that crunch to it. Phenomenal. What was your favorite dish out of all of this and the pupusas? Oh.
I don't know. The Pusa's might have been my favorite.
Whoa!
Well, that was fun. At the end, we talked to our waitress for a while. She's from Honduras. So I got to talk a little bit about Honduras, which we have not visited. But overall, I think the food was phenomenal. It was really nice to get a little refresher of all of our Salvadoran food that we've been missing. And what did you think?
I thought it was great.
Would you eat it again?
Oh yeah. 100%,
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Also, the prices were quite good. For the last place, or for La Union, our whole table was about $23 total. For our pupusas, they were about $7 a person for what we had. So overall, extremely tasty. We got to practice our Spanish and all for a good price. So the question is, would you go to El Salvador?
Yes.
Well, that's funny. So would we. So I don't know, maybe we'll see you there. Ciao, ciao.